Hello makeup lover and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've already been here before. If not, my name is Malene. I'm a Danish makeup artist living in Barcelona in Spain. For today's two different looks, I pull out my new Film Noir Nude, the quad from Pat McGrath Labs from her newest release, and I also pull out a little bit of color. And with that, I mean my two Mothership palettes, Utopian Dream, and the latest from Pat McGrath Labs, the Metamorphosis, because I wanted to show you that you can totally mix and match some extra color into the look when you use a Film Noir Nude, because it is very elegant, very neutral, and not super colorful. So I wanted to show you two examples of how you can use it with other palettes. So if you want to look, if you want to see, well, also look, if you want to see how I made these two different looks, then keep watching and I will show you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. It will really help me. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, or good ideas for future content, or you want to tell me what you think about this release, then please let me know in the comment box. And I really would like to know, because I haven't seen a lot of videos from different creators with these new quads that has been launched, and I think they are beautiful. They are stunning. Maybe not as interesting as a whole Mothership, but I think they are beautiful, and I think it's a shame that there are not a lot of videos yet. Of course, it can also be because the different creators, content creators, haven't received it yet. So let's keep our fingers crossed. But for now, you can watch these two different looks. So, of course, I also need to tell you that if you like videos like this, then please subscribe to my channel. It would be awesome to have you join. Now, let's go ahead and do some makeup, shall we? I'm going to start out with the highlighting shade. And as you can see, I already put a little bit on, but for some reason, I pressed the wrong button on my remote. And because Soft Focus Nude is such a good transition shade, I am going to use that as a transition shade. And I'm using my Blender Pro from Sonia G. I was just about to say Pat McGrath Labs, but it's not. The brush is from Sonia G, of course. And I am just gently working it in and working it upwards and outwards, as you can see here. There is such a beautiful dark green in the Metamorphosis, so why not use that? So I pulled out I'm just looking my mini booster, of course, and I am gently gonna put that in the crease here. And I am just tapping it on because I want just a little bit, almost like just a hint of dark green to deepen up the crease here. And because my eyes are so wrinkled now, I cannot just go like this, because then it would skip places and it would look like stripes instead. So I'm just patting it on, or whatever you want to call this movement. Pressing maybe would be a better word. And then I'm checking in the mirror. I have a mirror right under my camera here to see how far up it is. And I can work a little bit more with that now. So I'm just going to use circular motions, and I'm very, very gently doing this. And I'm just going inwards and outwards. Teeny tiny bit. I think we can use a little bit more. So I put on a little bit more on the same brush. And I'm starting here in the outer corner. Don't want to overdo it. And then I am just tapping on the border a little bit here also. And then I'm just going to go a little bit back and forwards here and just circular motions. I dipped into the Soft Focus Nude with my Blender Pro once again, and I'm just going to put that here on top of the border of the green color, because I felt like it disappeared a little bit here. So I'm just going to put that on the border. I'm not going to go all the way into the crease, just on the border here. And with my Builder Pro, I dipped into the Cinematic Bronze, the darkest color of the quad, and I am just putting it here in the outer part of my mobile eyelid. And I would rather just put on a little bit at a time and then go in a couple of times, rather than putting on a lot, making it too dark, or getting a lot of fallout. Because today I actually did the whole face first. I'm going to need a little bit more of this color. And same color, same brush. When I was watching different YouTube channels, I saw that there's not a lot of people who has been making videos with this. I love that Mariam, she is going at it with all her 3 quads. And she is making some beautiful looks. But apart from that, I haven't seen a lot of videos. Same color, same brush. And as you can see, I'm just starting in the outer part here and then going into the crease, and then I am going inwards to the middle. And of course, I dip my, well, if you know me, maybe you would say, of course, I dip my ring finger into the beautiful Radiant Rhapsody from the Metamorphosis, because it's such a gorgeous color. And it reminds me a little bit of the emerald green that is in the other quad that's also been launched that I didn't get. So I'm just gonna put that here and press it on the lid. This is a little bit more petroleum when you compare these two, or it has a little bit more bluish turquoise sheen to it. And with my flat definer brush, I dipped into the Skin Show Superstar, and I'm going to use that here in the inner corner and mix that into the green. Just going to go up to the crease and just mix it into the green. I think I'm going to need a little bit more of the Skin Show Superstar. I am just doing the same as I did before, just making sure that I have a little bit more of that color here on my eye. Put on a little bit of Noir's Soft Matte Complete Concealer under my eye in the color Honey. And on my soft definer brush, I have on a little bit of the Soft Focus Nude that I'm going to use under my eyes. And I'm just going to go back and forth here, as you can see. And then a little bit upwards to meet up with the color above, and then back here, back and forth. And just because I love green so much, and especially the greens from Metamorphosis, I put on a little bit of the darkest green on the same brush, and now I am squeezing that together, and I'm just putting it here on the outer part of my under eye. For this first eye look, I am gonna give it a black liquid liner. I'm using the McGrath Extreme Black liquid liner. Oh my lord, I cannot see what I'm doing. Maybe this was a bad idea to do it on camera. Well, I'm just gonna try, because I can actually just more or less feel my way. If I just rest the felt tip here on my eyelashes, then it'll be okay, and I can just perfect the wing off camera. Put on some eyeliner. I used a very old Chanel eyeliner called Bonsai. It's a beautiful green eyeliner. And then I put on some Lash Latex mascara from Yves Saint Laurent. Now I'm going to give this look some false lashes. And here you see the first look with some eyelashes. I'm now going to go on to the second eye look. For the second eye look, of course, I am going to start the same way with the Superstar Skin Show, the Skin Show Superstar on my Builder Pro. Some soft focus on my Blender Pro. And like before, I am just tapping it on here in the transition area, just above and into the crease. And I am just working with this. And I don't want it to be so dark. I want it to be a little bit light. Well, for now, I can change my mind like 10 times before I'm done with this look. So this is a start. I did my ring finger into the private screening in the quad. And I'm just going to put that on my mobile eyelid. I really, really love this color. I think it's beautiful. Although I must say that I'm a little bit sad that it's not as it looked on the swatches on the Pat McGrath Labs website, because we all know it never is 100%, but I felt that this was a lot different from the swatch, because the swatch showed this shadow as being more gritty, and when you look at it, it looks a lot gritty when you first get it, or when you look at the photo of the quad. Maybe I'll regret this, but I dipped my finger into one of the special shades from Utopian Dream, and it's the purple one, because I thought these two could be cool to mix, because they are both cool toned, and maybe this purple one would give it a little bit of a razzle dazzle, and it sure did. And I have more purple for you, because I just dipped my flat definer brush into the Iris something shade from Petalmorphosis, and I'm going to put that here in the inner corner. I am just going to look down and dip in the same color once more and give it a little bit more here of the sparkle and the purple gorgeousness, if there is such a word. Purple gorgeousness. Oh, there should be. I'm sure there is. With that same flat definer brush, I dipped into the private screening, and I am now going to give this look an eyeliner here under my eye. And I used a little bit of the Honey Soft Matte Concealer under the eye. I gave this second look a little bit of a black liquid liner, and then I put on some Lash Latex Mascara from Yves Saint Laurent. Of course, I'm going to give this second eye look some false lashes too. And back with some false lashes. I am just going to scoot to one side here and try to look you in the eye here so you can see both looks close up. And now I'm going to zoom you out so you can see these two different looks with a full face of makeup. And this is it. These are the two different looks with a full face of makeup, and now with some glasses on, because the glasses do have an effect, and the makeup will look a little less powerful when you put on some glasses. So these are just 2 out of 1,000 different looks you can do using other palettes with the Film Noir Nude, because sometimes it can be a little bit too boring and you want to spice it up a little bit, and that's okay. And of course, you do not have to absolutely own the same palettes as I do. If you have other colors, other palettes from whatever brands, use them and have some fun with your makeup, because that's what it's all about. So these are just two different looks you can make if you have the same colors. And of course, be your own creative makeup artist when it comes to looks on your face, because you know your face better than I do. So my take on this, and I hope to hear some comments about what you think about this release, because I would be very, very interested to know, because as I said in the beginning, I haven't seen a lot of content creators make videos with the quads just yet. I am happy to see that Mariam is one of them, and she is going crazy with looks in a week, or maybe more actually, because she now has 3 palettes and they're all beautiful, and I'm so happy for her. They look good on her. And at least you can watch Mariam, and she's awesome. Love her. But for me, these are just 2 takes. I might make some more videos with this palette using other palettes in conjunction with that, but let's see what happens. No one can say what the future brings, but I want to thank you very, very much for taking your time out of the day to watch this video. And I want to remind you to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and of course subscribe to my channel if you like videos like this. And for me now, I am gonna wish you an absolutely awesome, amazing day, and may the sun shine on you, and may we meet again soon. Bye. Mwah.